This is a Fox News alert, and we have just gotten word from the Pentagon about that broken spy satellite. Fox News correspondent Steve Santani has it. He joins us live in D.C. Steve?
Well, Greta, according to Associated Press, the military was able to hit their target, which is that wayward satellite that was tumbling toward Earth. They were trying to take it out before it would cause any harm on Earth, because, of course, it has 1,000 pounds of hydrazine on board, and if that were to break up in the atmosphere or to hit the ground, it could be hazardous to a lot of people. So they tried to take it out. The word is they did take it out. It has not yet been confirmed independently here by the Pentagon, but we're working on that. It's a very tricky shot, of course. They had ships out in the western Pacific Ocean standing by for this window of opportunity this evening when the pass of the satellite was close enough just as it was entering the Earth's atmosphere, and when everything was ready on board those ships. This is part of the ballistic missile defense system the military uses and tests frequently out there in the Pacific firing range, and they've adapted it to go after this satellite. It's the first time they've ever done anything like that. They had to make some serious adaptations because usually the targets they're going after are very hot missiles, and the infrared seekers or the heat-seeking warhead that they fire at it will go after a very hot missile. This is very cool, though. This satellite was in space and was floating there out of commission for a long time and was very cool, so the target was very different from what they usually go after. So a lot of challenges involved. A big operation could cost anywhere from $30 to $60 million. Now that they've only used one of these $10 million missiles, though, and apparently hit it, that's good news money-wise. Whether they actually hit the fuel tank, which is what they were aiming for, remains to be seen, and we'll get an assessment on that as time goes on.
All right, but the thing is, it worked since the day we got it, so that's not a good sign financially. I hope we have a big credit with whoever made that. All right, now, not every country was ecstatic about us doing this.
No, China and Russia had suspicions about why we were doing it. The Pentagon and the administration said the only reason was this 1,000-pound hydrazine tank on board. They wanted to protect people on the ground. If it were to enter the atmosphere and fall who knows where, it could have caused serious problems. The Russians and the Chinese, however, say what we're really doing is trying to set the stage for shooting down other people's satellites. By practicing on one of our own, like the Chinese did last year, we may be setting the stage for a confrontation or some kind of competition over shooting down satellites, which could ultimately, they think, extend to shooting down the satellites of other nations. But the Pentagon denies this completely. They say they don't have that capability, they don't have the money, they don't have the requirement. It's not part of their mission.
All right, because they hit it with the first one and got it, it makes it seem easy, but it really isn't. It was quite a challenge.
Right.
Weather, I mean, besides the whole technical aspect, weather, we had to get the space shuttle down.
Yeah. We had to get the space shuttle down and out of the way. And this thing's moving a lot faster. Not only is it cooler, and they had to adjust all their parameters on the existing system to go after a cooler object, but it was going a lot faster, 8 to 10 kilometers per second. And usually the missiles coming into their range that they try to shoot down are going a lot slower than that. It was also a little bit higher. So this is not a typical mission for the military. And so they were confident they were going to shoot it, but it was by no means guaranteed that they would hit it on the first shot. It looks like they have.
Can you imagine being on that ship and getting the word that whether to go with the weather, and you fire that missile and you get your target? I mean, besides all the other aspects to it, can you imagine what it was like for those members of our military?
Well, these are sailors out there who conduct these missions frequently, and they're very proud of their work. It's a huge technical operation, a lot of challenges involved, including the weather, as you said. The weather was rougher earlier today and calmed down during the day.
Is there a debris field, or is everything disintegrated?
Well, the idea was to get it as it was entering close enough to the Earth's atmosphere during a certain window where they could control the scatter of the debris in such a way that it would not hit land, but would hit in the middle of the ocean somewhere, almost all of it falling harmlessly to the Earth in the ocean.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll learn a lot more about it tomorrow when we get a chance to see exactly what's happening. All right, Steve, thank you very much.